Hey guys, so as you know, I've been really slacking for the last 3 months with my shorts. I have not posted a single shorts probably in the last 3 months, and so I decided to create this video to hold myself accountable to actually create some shorts and also show you guys how to create 5 different types of shorts for your business. We'll start with the ones that are the easiest to create and progress towards the more advanced and more difficult to create pieces. So if you're ready, let's dive in. Which video should you repurpose into shorts? Of course, you can repurpose every single one of your videos, but if you don't have time, select videos that are performing best for you. So I'm gonna look at my analytics and I'm gonna select a talking head video that has the highest performance so far. All right, so we'll go ahead and drop the video right here. Then you can type in the name of the speaker, click done, and you'll see that the script will transcribe your long form video. You can then click on Ask AI and find good clips. You'll see that AI will generate different clips that you could pull from this particular long form video, but you don't necessarily have to go by that. So very often I will just grab a part of one clip and then another part of another clip, and I make what I call a Frankenstein of sorts. You can highlight a part of the clip that you would like to include in your short and copy it into a different composition. To do so, click on the name of the file at the top and enable multiple compositions. Then you can title your composition and paste the clip that we just selected and copied. So we didn't just paste the text, we pasted the whole video and audio and everything. And so this is kind of like a hook. Don't you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours to get monetized on YouTube? Actually not. Those are only required to join YouTube Partner Program, but they're not required to start making money on YouTube. And then we want to provide some kind of value. So we'll take this clip. There we go. So let's see. So we have 52 seconds right now, and we can definitely edit this down to 30 seconds and tighten it up. I want to make sure that my short, even though it's only 30 seconds, that it has a logical beginning, middle, and end, that I have a hook that will get the viewer interested in watching this video, that there is some kind of substance in the middle, that there is something of value, some kind of insight or advice, and then there is a resolution, right? So there is something that either a call to action or something that gets them, again, interested in going and watching the long form video. So in our case here, I'm just gonna highlight it with different colors. So we have definite 3 parts in this video, even though it is repurposed. And as you noticed, I took different parts from suggested clips. I didn't just take that one clip because that's a benefit of having the script as your editing tool for shorts, is you can actually take different parts versus some other repurposing tools only allow you to start the timestamp at a certain point. All right, so let's tighten this up a little bit. We're gonna expand this timeline right here. And what you wanna look for on the timeline here is these parts. So the black stuff is where you're saying something, but then if you have any gaps like this one right here, you want to kind of tighten it up. So I'm going to start from the beginning here. I'm going to use the eraser tool to cut here and drag this part. I still want a little bit of space, like I don't want them to clash, but I want to tighten it up right here. Okay. Be aware that sometimes there is this gray area that isn't transcribed, but you're actually saying something. So look for more of like the straight line, like this one, So just by removing these pauses, we're now at 49 seconds. So let's listen to this and see if we need to remove anything else.
Don't you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours to get monetized on YouTube? Actually not. Those are only required to join YouTube Partnered Program, but they're not required to start making money on YouTube. If you help more people and provide more value to them, that automatically translates in more revenue for you. You probably also have knowledge.
So here we could take this and tighten it up a bit.
Also have knowledge and tools that are just laying around. Think about it. Is there something that you could create, such as a masterclass? Maybe it's like an in-depth resource.
Again, we could remove this here. Okay, so far it's not looking great. It's kind of too slow in my opinion for a short. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna remove this sentence right here because it makes sense to just go from it's not required to make money on YouTube, and then you probably have knowledge and tools that are just laying around. Yeah, I'm also going to speed up this whole thing. So I'm gonna highlight it. I'm gonna go to the quarter here. And instead of 1x, I'm gonna make this 1.2x, and we're gonna see how that looks.
Don't you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours to get monetized?
Okay, that's too fast. So I'm just gonna do 1.1. Okay, so what we're gonna do next is we'll click on aspects ratio and video settings, and we'll select portrait because we are making a short. Now, as you can see, this isn't really formatted for shorts, so we can click on position and click fit canvas. So now the video is looking as if it was shot for a short. Well, let's watch it again and see if there are any moments where maybe my face isn't in the frame or the graphic isn't in the frame. So let's see.
Don't you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours to get monetized on YouTube? Actually not. Those are only required.
So here's where this Canva graphic is looking kind of weird, right? We'll have to replace this. So I'm just gonna highlight this in red.
Actually not. Those are only required to join YouTube Partnered Program, but they're not required to start making money on YouTube. You probably have knowledge and tools that are just laying around.
Another thing that you want to also kind of keep an eye out for instance here, this have kind of comes in out of nowhere. I don't know if you can notice it.
You probably have.
So what we want to do is we want to click on this little dot right here and hold this.
You probably have knowledge.
Okay, so we're just gonna make it smaller.
You probably have knowledge and tools that are just laying around. Think about it. Is there something that you could create, such as a masterclass? Maybe it's like an in-depth resource.
So I want to actually remove this pause here too. Okay, so the only thing that we need to replace here is this part. Actually not, those are only required. So I'm gonna go in Canva. So we could go to resize. Our TikTok video should work. They're about the same size, yeah. So we're just gonna click on that. And then we don't need all 9 pages. We only need this page. Continue. Here it is. I'm gonna go to download and then I'll upload it to Descript. Okay, so let's see, we're gonna now drag and drop it where we need it to start. Let's see.
Actually not. Those are only required to join YouTube Partnered Program, but they're not required to start making money on YouTube.
So as you can see, this kind of ends sooner than I need it to. I could actually include another clip. Let's see. I actually kind of want it to be a little faster.
Actually not. Those are only required to join YouTube Partnered Program.
All right, so we replaced a couple of these clips with modified Canva clips. Now everything looks good. If you like to add captions to your videos, you can go ahead and do that. I personally don't love it. I also heard different feedback about captions, so it really depends on your audience. If you guys like captions, let me know. I'll include them. But for this video, I'm gonna test it without captions. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on Publish, Export. I'm gonna select Max Resolution here, High Quality, and Export. All right, for the next type of short, we'll need a couple of things. So one, you'll need your phone. You'll also need some kind of tripod. Doesn't have to be a big one like this. Can be just a small one to hold your phone still. And then you'll also want to have a microphone that connects to your phone. Now, if you don't have a mic like this, you're welcome to use headphones that have like a little mic like this. So your AirPods, they aren't the best in terms of a mic, but this one, because you can hold it kind of closer to your mouth, and it is specifically designed as a microphone, these work actually better than your AirPods if you use those. So for this video, we will script it together. We'll also film it with the phone. You'll notice that we'll be filming with this back camera, not the front camera, because this allows for a better resolution. And then we'll also edit the short on your phone. So if you are a type of person that maybe, you know, you work with clients and you just got up the phone call and you just have this insight in your head, or you're doing something and you just have this insight that just pops in your head, I suggest that you write it down in your note app on your phone, and then when you have a moment, just set up your phone this way and record the short right in the moment. Okay, so the previous one was more of like, okay, if you have long form video, here's how we can repurpose. This one is how you can create a really quick short from scratch. So let's do that together. I'm gonna set up this tripod really quick, and then we'll script the video together. If you aren't familiar with different settings on your phone, how you can film with just your phone, I suggest that you watch my free AI content creation workshop. Once you do so, you're gonna get on my email list, and I do have a complimentary video there on how to film with just your smartphone. So if you want to watch that, go ahead and just opt in for one of my freebies. It's completely free, and I share with you how to change your phone's video resolution to 4K, how to set up a grid, just how to film, all that jazz, and what you need for filming. All right, so I'm gonna start with just doing like a quick outline for this video. I'm not going to be scripting it word for word because this short is supposed to be very quick, kind of on the go. You're documenting, you have a thought, you want to share it. So for the structure of this type of video, you want to have a hook, which is something that brings the viewers in. So your hook isn't just what you're going to say in the first like 3 seconds of the video. It's also your title, and also if you have a text on your short, whether it's captions or just the title, they have to be catchy. So that is your hook. So I'm gonna start with a strong belief such as social media isn't actually free. All right, so I took about a couple of minutes and I have my script done. As you can see, I'm gonna record this video super quickly and then show you how to edit it with your phone on CapCut. Social media isn't actually free. so I think I'm happy with this. I'm gonna pause the recording. I'm gonna take the phone, check it out, make sure it looks good. Let's see. Okay, so the frame looks good. So I'm gonna go ahead and screen capture this part on my phone. I'm gonna be editing right on my phone. Of course, you could edit with the script, but I think that adds kind of like an additional step because all of the footage is on your phone. So I prefer to just use CapCut. All right, so let's do that really quick. In CapCut, click on New Project and select a video that you want to edit. Then head over to the point where you just started talking and click Edit. Then click on Split and click on the beginning of the video to delete it. Then head over to the end of the video and delete the end of the video after you stopped talking. Click on Edit and then Split and then delete the ending. CapCut also adds this little bumper at the end that you can delete as well. Now go through the entirety of the video and delete any of the parts where you weren't looking at the camera. Maybe you were looking at your notes. Go ahead and just click on Edit, Split, Delete. It's pretty simple from here. Finally, after you're done, you can also add text. So you can just click on text and type in whatever text you want to be displayed. You can also click on styles to select the style of your text that you like. And then as you can see, this text is going to appear specifically at this timestamp that I selected. As you can see, I went through and I added text just for the main points of this video. And then after it was all done, I went ahead and click on export. So now let's move on to the third type of shorts that you can create for your business, which is a process video or repurpose from your long form video. And the difference between this video and the one that we repurposed previously is in this video, we actually want to showcase the whole process. So we're just gonna get little bites from this video to kind of condense the 7-minute video into 30 seconds. So to do so, I'm just gonna go through this video and I'm gonna see what are the main steps that somebody needs to take to follow this process. So as you can see here, all I kept is just the bare bones of the process. And then I went ahead and I changed the format to portrait just like we did before. And now you'll see that all the highlighted in this red color, this needs to be replaced by B-roll, if not everything. So let's see how it looks.
I create 4 videos per month, 1 video per week. So that means that during week 1, I sit down and I prepare material for 4 videos. Then during week 2, I film all 4 of my videos in one sitting. And then during week 3, I added 4 of my videos, which again, depending on how fancy I want to make the video, it takes me about 4 to 8 hours total. During week 4, I repurpose my content. So I optimize my YouTube videos, I create thumbnails, I turn my video scripts into blog posts, create freebies, and do all that fun stuff.
Okay, so it looks good. We just need to, again, go to Canva. Let's see what this is, content creation workflow. So we're gonna, again, go to resize the TikTok video, and then I'm gonna only select the pages that I need. Copy and resize. And then I drag and drop the file here. Let's see. We will have to cut it up because it's just one single file. So let's see, where do we need it to start?
Per week. So that means...
Okay, so here, week 1.
Per week. So that means that during week 1, I...
Okay, so that's good.
I sit down and I prepare
prep.
Prepare material for 4 videos.
Let's see.
One, I sit down and I prepare material for 4 videos. Then during week 2,
Okay, during week 2, we need to include this. So there is this spot where I think I'll need to add a piece of B-roll. Let's see. All right, so as you guys can see, I've added B-roll throughout here, and you can add as much B-roll as possible. It's totally up to you. Usually if you have more B-roll, your video is gonna perform better, but as a business owner, you don't have time, so this is okay. All right, so I'm happy with how this turns out, so I'm gonna add a title here at the beginning, and then I think I'm gonna upload it after that. So streamline content workflow, make this 100. I like to add shadow, and I'm gonna expand this, and I'm gonna add it probably right here. All right, so the 4th type of video that we'll create is gonna be a process video again, but this time it will be original. So we'll script it from the beginning. We're gonna film all the footage, A-roll and B-roll, and then we're gonna edit it in CapCut. You guessed it. All right, so for this video, I'm gonna open again with a hook. And in my course, in the Supercharged Content System course, I have a video about scroll stopping techniques. So we're gonna use one of those scroll stopping techniques, and it's called asking an emotionally charged question. So the topic for this short that I picked out is how to combat writer's block, because it's something that a lot of people struggle with. So I want to start with a strong, emotionally charged question to someone who may be struggling with writer's block. So that could be something like, do you ever feel like you just don't know what to create content about? Or do you ever feel like you have a ton of ideas, but you just don't know which one to pick? Or do you ever feel like you need to create content, but you just don't know where to start? You know, you sit in front of a blank page for hours. So I'm just gonna kind of think through this one and create a really strong hook. And then the next, I'm gonna talk about the process. So how do I combat my writer's block? And again, in the process, try to keep it to 3 to 5 points. Usually I like to stick to 3 for a short because you just don't have a lot of time. And then I'm gonna have some kind of conclusion or call to action in the end. So I'm gonna script that right now. All right, so I'm done scripting this video. I just need to create a quick B-roll list, which is basically all of the B-roll that we'll capture with my phone. So I'm just gonna go line by line, and I'm gonna write down all of the ideas for B-roll that I have. So for instance, do you ever feel like you have no idea what to create content about? Could just be sitting, staring at a blank screen. Here are 3 steps to combating writer's block. So for this one, I may create something in Canva. You can be a Notion file or an open note where you can add ideas as they randomly pop into your head. So I could have me sitting and randomly getting an idea. Once I have my B-roll list, I'm gonna separate my Canva B-roll from the b-roll that I'm gonna film of myself and the b-roll that I'm gonna film as a screen capture on my phone. So then I can batch record this stuff. And I like to film a lot of different angles because then you'll have more to pick from. Alright, so I just filmed all the b-roll I needed on my phone and left my jacket somewhere. But now I'm going to work on creating the Canva graphics that we need. So that's the last thing I need for this short. Alright, so now that I'm done with creating Canva graphics, I'm just going to download them to my phone since I have majority of my b-roll on my phone, and then I'm going to record the voiceover in CapCut, and I'll show you how to do that. So go ahead and click on New Project and select all of your b-roll. Now we're going to assemble all of this b-roll in the order that we need it for our script, and also delete some of the beginning clips and the ending clips. So we'll go through and find a timestamp where the actual clip starts, and we'll click on edit and then split and delete the beginning of that clip and the end of that clip. So what we're looking for is just the clips that we want to use for our video and nothing else. Once all of the clips are assembled in the way that we would like them to, we can click on audio and start our voiceover. Make sure that you're holding your phone this way, right here. And ideally, you would actually want to use something to hold your phone for you. So I'm gonna hook up my phone to the tripod. Make sure you're not making noise with your tripod or your chair or your hair or anything else. So, all right, so we're gonna click on it and we're gonna record it. Do you ever feel like you have no idea what to create content about? After you're done recording the voiceover, you will see audio timeline in CapCut that you can also edit. It's the same exact principle. You'll just click on which part you want to remove, and you can remove different pauses, you can remove repeated takes, and then you can tighten it up, dragging the audio where you want it to be. I also ended up shortening some of these clips because I had way too much of the video material for the voiceover that I had. As an alternative, you can also click on edit and speed up the clip that is too long. I also ended up adding some text. And then eventually, when I was happy with how the result turned out, I went ahead and exported the video. And now we can move on to the last short that we'll create today, the last type of short, and it's called a marketing or storytelling video. Now, if you create long-form storytelling videos, you're probably familiar with the format, setup, confrontation, resolution, but we'll create a miniature version of it. And for the shorts, I think that a little bit different storytelling format works better, and it's called an e-story, and that's when you are being dropped right into the action. So if you've ever seen any viral videos, maybe you've seen a guy coming out of a box or something. So something that's kind of outrageous that catches your attention. Again, we're gonna script it, we're gonna film it, and we're gonna edit this one with the script, just so you kind of can see the difference between editing with CapCut and Descript. All right. see this video is going to be a lot different from previous one because the previous one had some kind of process, some kind of tips. This one is purely a story, right? And marketing, in my opinion, is storytelling. So by sharing these weird things with other people, I'm hoping that some of them will be able to resonate with some parts of this story. And that will get them interested in learning more about me as a person, as a marketer, as a podcast producer. So I'm done scripting this. I'm gonna paste this into the script, and then I'm gonna find clips that I already have that I can use for it, and then add to my B-roll list what clips I still need to record. Alright, so I created a new video project, and we're gonna call it short number 5. And then to start writing, go ahead and click on W. It's gonna open up the writing display where you can actually add text. So once I'm done, I can click Done Writing, and then I can highlight this and replace with a recording. Alright guys, so I just recorded the voiceover. Now I'm going through here and tightening this up, removing any pauses, any repeated takes, any mess ups. And as you can see right now, it's about a minute long, but I do have some longer pauses here. So I'm hoping that I can cut this down to about 45 seconds. And I'm gonna pull different B-roll to cover obviously this black screen that you're seeing here. I'm gonna switch this to portrait right away, and I'm gonna add different B-roll. And then if I do need, I already know, I can tell that I need to record B-roll of me sitting with the book. So I definitely need that one. I'm gonna film that really quick. All right, and then I'm gonna show you the final results. All right, full disclosure, I could have done a better job with the hook. I do think that the beginning of this video could have been stronger. Also, for some strange reason, when I posted the short, YouTube picked a very strange thumbnail for this video. Out of all of these visuals, it picked a trash can. I'm still trying to figure out how to select a thumbnail for a short. If you guys know how to do that, please let us know in the comments below. Also, let me know which one of these shorts you like the most. Maybe you've tried creating some of these shorts and which ones do best for you and your business. Until the next time, much love. See you in the next one.